everybody, this is Shawn Powell. We'll be talking about Exitus Elite, some of the updates coming up, and some of the changes that are taking place right now that are available to you at this very moment. Give you an example, we've got a sales funnel that has just been created, that just came out 2 days ago, and I'm already starting to use it to get out to people. And I just want to let you know, this is actually going to be Frank Calabro's, sales funnel, and it's called Planet Millionaire Success System. And one of the things that kind of surprised me is, over the years, he's never used that with Planet Millionaire. And that's something I've always personally done. I've always believed in kind of building myself a theme around everything. So all my, everything I've got, if you go to my YouTube channel, you notice this Action Takers Success channel, and there's the blue, everything's kind of, tied together. You go to my Facebook group. Let me go to Action Takers real quick, and I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. There's kind of the same kind of thing, Action Taker Success group right here. And once you go into my sales funnel, you'll notice it's still got the same kind of theme. And I think it's a really good way of branding you into what you're doing with the sales funnels and stuff like that. So it kind of all goes together so people can easily know if it's you or not. With Exitus Elite, y'all, I can honestly tell you, yesterday alone, I had 5 different people contact me that are going to get in, I would say probably in the next week. And if you understand that is $5,000 of, just reaching out to people, almost every one of them, y'all, except one, was me going out to them. And, I will show you this. I'm one of those very open kind of people. I like to, I have no problem showing you what's going on in my emails and stuff like that. I like to show you real time. I got 105 leads. It took 2 days to do the 100 here, I believe. I started with 50, so I may have like 150 or something like that in the past 3 days or something like that. But I had sent out a broadcast to my people and wanted to let them know some of the changes that's taking place. And, not only that, I had somebody come down here as a fast start, as a platinum member, and the exact same day I made $1,000 within 2 hours. That's, it's $1,400 is basically what I made right here. Excuse me. And all these businesses, Exitus Elite, it's just $1,000 businesses that are life-changing income. And then when I take that and I implement it to using my tools, like for these landing pages right here, Frank's new sales funnel's got 7 landing pages in it. And then I've got, the actual stuff right here that works. When you start tying in businesses that kind of make a snowball effect, and a lot of times you'll start making more money off of it than you might have even thought you would. If you've ever seen me talk about Udemy or Udemy or whatever you want to call it, I know different people, got different names for it. Over the years, y'all, a lot of Frank's sales funnels have been, where he'd implement maybe that 4 corners and then put in, Udemy or something like that. I've never been a big fan of 4 corners. Something about an $18 business just does not excite me. But, every 6 months or so, I'll go log in and see I've got $80 or $100 sitting there that I didn't even know I had. And I wouldn't have ever gotten to it if it wasn't for Frank having sales funnels where it implemented a couple of these businesses. Now, what I look for, and this is from here on out, y'all, I'm done playing games with these stupid new hyped up craps. I'm not, you can quote me on that, y'all. I'm telling you that. What I want is every business that I do, I want it to be around for years. I know the owner, I respect the owner, and I know that he's got the members in mind first, and that it hasn't had any problems getting paid. So when Frank does bring in something like 4 corners, and it's been around for more than 4 years, it already starts to meet that criteria. And the fact that even though I'm not excited about it, if Frank wants to put it in there, he's ranked like number 1, number 2 in the world or something like that in 4 corners, at least he used to be. I don't see a problem with that. And here's the thing. If somebody's going to do Exitus Elite and they're going to do Power Lead Systems, they want to use the sales funnel, you can't make a gap. So who's going to not take some kind of $18 business over the years and just fill it in? So even though potentially, it is kind of a fill-in business, in my opinion. If somebody down below me decides to go crazy with it and they're really into it, 4 corners is bigger in other parts of the world than it is here in the United States. There's a lot of people just jump in like crazy. So maybe from where people are living at different parts of the world, it's exactly what they needed. I don't know. It doesn't excite me personally, is what I'm trying to say. But because of it being in there, it's kind of taught me that people will do it if they want the sales funnel, or they'll do it if they want to do, for the business itself, just for the benefits of what I just described. People will not leave a gap. And you're going to make $18. It's a nice little add-on. Udemy, y'all, I have never done paid advertising. Please understand, I'm not against paid advertising at all. I just tell people, and I tell people until I'm blue in the face with this, y'all, if you're going to do paid advertising, focus at paid advertising. Take all the elements that need to go with it. Email marketing, obviously. Being able to put really good call to actions in your emails, a good follow-up email so they get to connect with you. The number one thing missing with paid advertising, y'all, is unless you are making your own content where people can connect directly with you, then you're branding someone else and they're still not connecting with you. And though you're branding someone, it would be Frank Calabro or even me, to be truthful. And I try to stay very personal on my stuff. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to come across as some guru. I want to be the guy that's excited about something, that applies a lot of action, who is accessible, and I just tell people what I think. I never script anything when I do a video. Even inside the landing page, even in the sales videos that I'm making for presentations, I'm still not scripting anything. You see what I'm saying? I just tell people, and if I talk too much at the beginning, I was like, you know what? That's too much. I got to edit here. And I start cutting down. I'd take and make one of the best videos I have made, y'all, was a 51-minute video. You can't have that for your sales presentation. You're going to kill people, right? So I had to break it down and cut it down, and I made it into 22 minutes right here. But for the raw footage itself, that 51-minute video was probably the best Exitus Elite video I've ever made. But I can't use something like that and put it in here. So a lot of times when I'm starting to make a video, I'm not even starting to roll till like 10 or 15, maybe 20 minutes in, where I really start getting on my subjects and what I want to talk about. And some of these nuggets, these gold nuggets that I start, coming out that people need to hear. So a lot of times I'll make a good video. I'll just have to edit it down along a lot of it. And it's a shame because you don't never want to cut anything out because it's such good stuff. But that to me, that's what makes me a little different than a lot of people, is the fact that everything I do, I'm just kind of going on me believing in the business and me just applying action, learning things by applying action, trying things, see if they work. If they do or don't, it don't matter. I learn either way, and learning to try to get my ratios better and better and better. I was at one time, one business, 1 out of every 3 people that signed up went active. 1 out of every 4 people that looked at it signed up. Now you go do that with hundreds of people, and you're talking about something that's absolutely incredible. Now let me go back to Frank's cell phone right here. Udemy, again, not against how people get out. If they do paid advertising or whatever, just keep in mind that people join people. So if you're not connecting with these people, are you really doing anything? You're adding somebody to your list, but they really want someone that they can connect to. There's nothing bigger in $1,000 business than that people finding someone that they believe in and connecting with them, because that's what they want. If it was a $10 business, to be honest, they wouldn't care. If I lost $10, oh well, haven't lost anything. But when it's $1,000, y'all, a lot of times when people look me up on YouTube, like maybe right now, if you were coming through YouTube and you wanted to, see Frank's sales funnel or whatever you wanted to see, right? Or whatever you're interested in. If you didn't connect with anyone that you were a lead, you might have had some paid advertisement that got you out there. You don't even know how they found you or whatever, but you got interest in it. You do a search for it. A lot of y'all already know how much it costs. So when I do a YouTube video, I don't even have to break down barriers like that, because majority of you, good deal of you, already know about it. Why didn't you sign up with them? Because you didn't connect with them. You didn't connect with the person that tried to send it to you. And when you go to YouTube and you see someone like me and you watch maybe, let's say, 2 or 3 of my videos, you subscribe to my channel or something like that, and you see me on a regular basis just being me and seeing that I'm succeeding and making good income, life-changing income, because I'm in a life-changing income kind of business. That's what Exitus Elite and Power Lead Systems is, to be honest. The chances of you signing up with someone like me that you can connect with in a video that you were looking information for and you already knew the price point of it in the first place is probably greater than the chances of you connecting with the person that sent you the information in the first place from paid advertising that didn't even know who you are, or you didn't know who they were. I always consider, to me, failure is if I was sitting in a Facebook group and I was their sponsor and the people messaging below me don't even know I'm their sponsor. To me, I think that's one of the biggest failures you can have is as I'm not, you know, so because I know people join people, one of the things I always do, y'all, and this is a big tip right here, is I make sure that I'm branding myself everything I do, every bit of it. Now think about it, y'all. You get on my YouTube channel, obviously, I'm in every one of my videos, apparently, right? And if you go to my timeline on Facebook, I will go there. Let me give you an example, y'all. Let me show you this real quick. I got kids playing video games in the other room. Now, every once in a while, I will put something that is personal or not business related, but 90% of the time, not really. I don't do it a whole lot. I've done more lately because I want people to connect with me. So I've been looking at a little bit different perspective of things. I've got 2 Facebook accounts. This one is for business only, online business, and I have about 4,000 people. That's on my friends list, somewhere really roughly to that, right? And then if you go to my my friends and family, I've only got maybe 300 or 400 people up there, 300 and something or something like that, because I was never a Facebook guy, to be perfectly honest. Online business made me that way, and all I post there is personal stuff like this, my ideas, my thoughts, my day with my little boy and me running around, having fun, joking and cutting up, pictures at the movie theater, stuff like that, of us, just having a good day. So that's what that's for. But here, I do an awful lot of, I made a YouTube video that was really good. I'll post it up here on my timeline so that people can get a chance to connect with it. Here's a little tip too, while I'm out here talking about it. When you do a YouTube video or something that's on your hard drive and you do send it to YouTube, YouTube's going to give you longevity. But if you have a decent amount of friends on your friends list or been building a list for any time at all, when you post it here, you can get 300, maybe 400 views in a day, 2 days, 3 days time. So just for taking the exact same video and posting it here on your timeline, and then maybe sharing it into a Facebook group or something like that, can get you a lot of views right now that YouTube, it would take them maybe a week, or depending on what kind of business it is and how slow it is, how often it's getting searched, whatever keywords you're going for, maybe a month. So do keep that in mind. Here's a big tip also. Send both. Not only should you send your business video, in other words, the link itself, let me see if I can't show you real quick. I might have a YouTube video I recently done. Give me 2 seconds here. I'll show you. There you go. All right. Here's a video. This is what it looks like when you send it from YouTube to here, right? The problem is it doesn't automatically start playing. So the number of views you're going to get is going to be drastically less than if you upload the video directly and have this. If you noticed, I didn't have to click anything. All I had to do was scroll over it, and then people can start watching. That's some of the magic that goes into this. So what you want to think about, y'all, is when you first do a video, unlike what I did this time, to be honest, I was just going to talk like we were one-on-ones in this video, is you want to try to do something near the beginning to grab their attention. As if it takes me to get warm and rolling in the first 5 minutes, how many people are going to drop off before they ever get there? So that's something you need to really think about in the YouTube world. And, so especially these right here on Facebook on your timeline. But it works really, really well to me. I think it's an easy way to double the amount of views you may be getting in any way. And yes, it takes a little bit longer. A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll do the video in the morning time. I'll go and upload it, do the edit and everything by about lunchtime. I leave it. I go get something to eat. I might spend the day with my little boy, a few hours with him. We'll go eat somewhere after I get him from school or whatever. Maybe get to the park if it's pretty enough. Come back home. It's already been edited, uploaded, and now it's starting to get views at YouTube. Then I will play into it. I will go ahead and post it on my timeline, just like you saw a second ago, because it was just a link and ain't nothing to it. And it will start bringing some people that way. Plus, YouTube wants you to bring people to them. You understand? So, because they're a business as well, and anything that we're doing to bring them there is a win for them, and they're getting paid because of the advertisements and stuff like that, and you're getting paid because of them, with the advertisements. So, it's a really nice joint venture between you and YouTube, but you got to learn to think that way. Now, when all that's done, right before I go to bedtime, because this upload can take maybe an hour, it can make 2 hours for it to upload if it's a long enough video, right? So what I'll do is I will set this up just like I did last night, put everything in here, start uploading this, and then just go to bed. And then when I get up in the morning, it's already done. Now all I got to do is just let it, mash OK, and then it processes. And then I just start watching. So think about it, y'all. Not only am I getting connected with people at YouTube, I'm getting YouTube help each other, Facebook to help my YouTube channel. Then on top of that, it helps me get paid because of advertisement as well, as little as it may be, it still is. I make $100 every maybe 4 weeks or 5 weeks from YouTube. That's not bad, to get paid to do some videos. That's not how I make my money. It's the business itself. And then turn around and do this, and then double my amount of views. I do this almost every video that I do. I don't always put this in here. If I feel like there's really something good here that somebody needed to hear, which this was a review about all 3 of my sales funnels. And anybody that knows me on Facebook, if you friend me on Facebook, go here. You'll see this stuff on a regular basis, y'all. Actually, here's something else a little personal. This guy right here had made a comment. I had shown where I'd made some really good money lately, and how I was at Power Lead Systems Facebook group, and I was showing them about, even though I wasn't making all just Power Lead Systems money, that the money I was making wouldn't have happened without Power Lead Systems. You understand what I'm saying? I can't make my sales funnels, how to brand me, get out to people and stuff like that without, having these tools itself. And so that's what my actual post was. And down right here below, I hope I say his name right, Prashant, I think is his name. And he wrote something really good, y'all. And, to me, when you're doing YouTube videos, a lot of times, especially when you're at the beginning, you may not feel like a lot of people are watching, or it may not feel like a lot's going on. You're not doing a lot to build your business, build a name or something like that. And you just keep hammering away, even when the money's not there. You got to think that way, y'all. And I remember putting out probably 20 videos before I ever had my first sign up that I knew that came from YouTube. And it might even been more than that. But the thing was, I got comfortable at doing what I was doing. And I made a routine that I kept with every day, or as much as I could, or when I felt like making videos. And I kept hammering away, and I got better at it. And because of that, and not quitting, then you start to brand yourself. And people start to see you that way. And let me just I want you to hear what he says. This Prashant leaving me a message last night. You're simply superb, especially when it comes to video marketing. Your knowledge in affiliate marketing is superb, as I am a big fan of you. I have seen many of your videos which can help anybody. And he went down a little bit further. It is clear the way you make videos. Can you accept my friend request? I would be honored. Thanks a ton. Now, he actually, we wrote back and forth a couple of times last night, but I wanted people to realize that how much I appreciate when someone takes the time and sends me an email or a message letting me know that what I do makes a difference for them, or what I do has taught them a lot, or maybe how I do things is appreciated and differently than how other leaders may do it. So little things like that, y'all, to me, you've got to put the work in before you'll get these. And I do get a decent amount of emails and stuff like that, y'all, I really do. But you still have to put the work in, even when there's nothing going on. And a lot of times there's a lot more watching you than you think, y'all. I'm gonna give you a good example of this, y'all. Well, let me scroll down. That'll even help you a little bit more. Okay, here's one of the posts right here. This is showing the last few days, me making $1,000, $400 commissions, $20 residual, new affiliate to PLS, me sending money to PLS, stuff like that. So I'm just really starting to build a little tidal wave. And the last few days, all I was doing was just keep adding to it and adding to it. And even though my timeline, if you look right here, y'all, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 people here. The only comment here is mine. This is for, I usually get more of the personal stuff like that. And I really started thinking about that. That's why I wanted to add more personal things to it. There's Ed Hudson. He's come in and to Exitus Elite with me. As a matter of fact, he was the 4th lead when I came back to Exitus Elite, and he wound up going, $1,000 in. That's absolutely incredible. It tells you what the business can do for you. Me posting again. This was all yesterday. 60th member. I'm looking for my 60th member in Exitus Elite. Who's next? So basically, I'm letting people know about where I'm at in my business. Here's some more motivational things. Gold nuggets. This is some free information I was putting up here. Stuff like that, y'all. When it's all said and done, this is James Curtis when he came in the other day. Less than 24 hours, he already had made his money back. And this is him writing it, talking about, can you imagine being on fire when you get into a business and already make your first $1,000 in less than 24 hours? And, I enjoy getting these emails, of course. But, to me, it's something sweeter when your downline is making money like that in less than 24 hours and they're using the tools or you had, influenced them to do and get into business. That's absolutely incredible. To me, it's actually sweeter than me getting an email myself let me know I just made that money. It's absolutely incredible. So with all this being said, y'all, and here's some more. Again, just showing exactly what I keep telling you. And my timeline, y'all, is always proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift, over and over again. This is me posting. I do 5 posts of something every day. I try to make that as my daily routine. Another video, just proving what what I was talking about. Let me see if I can't get out here. This is me congratulating and welcoming. This is James Bates. He came in $1,000. This is James Curtis right here. Welcome to Exitus Elite 2019. And it just keeps on going. Now, the whole point of this is I want you to see not many things are being, here's 2, here's 3, 4, there's 4 or 5 comments, or likes. I don't have this tremendous, incredibly strong timeline yet. When you look over here, there's another lead that just came in. I got 106 leads in the last few days, and people are watching you more than you think. Now, if I was going along with the amount of people that were putting likes and comments, would I have continued hammering away the last few days if I was using that as a measurement? Probably not, because it didn't look like a whole lot's going on. Yet, in the years past, I have signed up where I only had 1 link, and I only posted it on my timeline for 1 day, and I got like 74 signups in 2 days, yet there was barely anybody putting likes or comments. And it made me realize there's so many people, and the strength, and despite what anybody tells you, me personally, I go by what works for me. Me putting these links on my timeline and just hammering away, being a beacon for this business, has always got me better results than some of these long stringers that you see that people have 50 people down there commenting info. I've done those before. I mean, I can do that. Y'all can make that in my daily routine. I just don't get the results that I get like this. I mean, it's the honest truth. So I do what works for me, and what I do helps my YouTube channel. And everything I do, y'all, brands me every step of the way. To me, with $1,000 business, if you had to pick 2 scenarios, one where you don't have to spend any paid advertising at all, I'm just letting you know, yet my follow-up email is very personalized. A picture of me and my little boy, maybe a couple of little proofs of income of somebody just recently come in. Tell them what I think about the business, what it means to me, what it could mean to to them and their family, and then show them a way in with a call to action. That's a follow-up email. It's personal. My timeline, I'm a beacon for my businesses. I always have been. So if you scroll back a year from now, or a year ago, you'll still see Power Lead Systems. You'll still see, that's the whole point. I'm going to be a beacon for what I'm doing. So it's branding me. If you went to YouTube and you connected with me and then friended me on Facebook and you scroll down, what are you going to feel? What are you going to think? This cat here is my kind of sponsor. He's the kind of person that I wanted to get into this business. Did I send them there? Probably not. Did somebody else send them to information and they looked up YouTube and found my smiling face up here and connected with me and then came through? How many sales do I make like that is tremendous. I couldn't even tell you the answer to that. How many people connect with me? I'm talking about YouTube so much, let me go here. How many people connected with me at YouTube who are already in Exitus Elite? What does that mean? It means, number one, they like what I'm doing. Number two, they're probably hoping they can learn something from me. Number three, their leader might be missing an action or sponsor. That happens a lot. So they're looking for someone to connect with. Number four, they're going to subscribe to my channel. Number five, they're going to probably do something with me in the future. Number six, they're probably going to join me in Power Lead Systems because I never do a video that I don't talk about the answer to everything I've ever done is Power Lead Systems. Without it, I can't brand me. There's my landing page where people connect with me. There's me with a presentation. This is me showing you how to set up Power Lead Systems. This is me talking about Udemy and how I get paid for something I signed up 3 years ago in one of Frank Calabro's sales funnels, or something that I put in just to fill in a gap, and now I'm still getting paid 3-4 years later, and I will continue because you get a 15% for life just for signing up. And then and just like me, I only made one YouTube video ever for Udemy. That's the honest truth, y'all. I only made one YouTube video ever for Udemy. Yet last year at Christmas time, I made enough money to pay for all of Adam's Christmas from Udemy alone. These are smart businesses that's been around for longer than 4 years. That are, I still use PayPal to send it directly to me from Udemy. Those are requirements. What I've taught myself to do and to think works for me, and it's simple. It's a game plan. It is keeping a routine. I know some people think a routine and a game plan is the same. I got that, but it's not really. A game plan to me means I understand why I'm doing it and what my goals are. Branding me every step of the way. The call to actions are to get them to sign up. I want to friend me on Facebook. And y'all, look, y'all, if you go ahead and sign up, I will personally welcome you into the Facebook groups. You got to be around these people. Get to see me on a regular basis. Get to be around these other people that show them making $1,000 incomes, and it's going to excite them. And it's going to make them want to do something. And then they get their downline below it, and I'm still exciting them. Other leaders are exciting them. This is where you need to be at. That, to me, is a game plan. The routine is going to be, I'm going to post 5 times a day on my timeline. Proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, and uplift. And maybe I might go into a routine where every morning, I told you earlier, every morning I'll make a YouTube video. Lunchtime, I'll go ahead and process it. I spend a few hours with my little boy in the evening time. I come back home that night, and right now I'm excited. I feel like I'm on fire for Exitus Elite. That's a hot time. I know the tidal wave's coming, so I'm going to be posting on Facebook, my timeline, and I'm trying to get people, that's got a lot to do with my lead numbers I'm getting in right now. It's because of my excitement and enthusiasm, and people can tell it. And to me, then later on the evening, if I'm burnt out on maybe, here, go lay on the couch and post on Facebook and in my Facebook groups. And then, build me a list, get some more people in there. Something that I can send my broadcast out to. Those, to me, is a routine compared to a game plan. And I know a lot of people don't think there's a difference. I think there is, to be perfectly honest. So anyhow, real quick, Frank's sales funnel, the benefits, I've already told you a lot of it, y'all. Having fill-in businesses like Four Corners, I'm not excited about. I never was excited about. Have I made hundreds of dollars? Wouldn't say thousands. Was it worth the money just to fill in the gap? Oh yeah. Will the people down below me fill in the gap just because of the fact they can't have a gap in their sales funnel if they're going to use it? Yes. Will they sign up at Udemy? Yes. If they see Frank, and this the thing, y'all. Frank practices what he preaches. I practice what I preach too. We just pick different avenues. If you want to know if Frank's using Udemy, just go there and look. And you can see all the people that he's purchasing from. And my Udemy video in there, I actually show that as well. Do you think he's just trying to get people in to make 15%? If it's so, why would he be spending thousands, up to $15,000 in a month just for advertising? Because it works. So he's a practice what he preaches kind of guy. What I do, I want to brand me every step of the way. I just don't personally do it. I ain't got nothing against it. If you want to do paid advertising, please do. I just tell you, if you want to hear my advice, do it right. That's really the most important thing. But what I'm saying is, practice what you preach. And to me, that just means, you know, I'm my way of getting out. It's going to be branding me every step of the way. People connecting with me because people join people. And in $1,000 business, my ratios can be ridiculous compared to Frank's. Even though they're connecting with him, he's doing it in a different sort of way. His emails are really good. If you want to know what something to learn from Frank, y'all, here's something right here, y'all. When you get an email from Frank, study it. See how it's short? It says what it's supposed to say, has a nice picture that ties into it. I think if with Frank, I've probably learned more from email marketing than anything else. And when you come to Power Lead Systems and you want these emails, we actually get all of them. You can take it, duplicate it easy, put your own words in there, maybe even add a couple of other things that make it more personal to you, and then go with it. And to me, that's one of the best things that I get from Frank Calabro, because I'm not a real strong email marketer. This guy here does solo ads for a living, to be perfectly honest. Now, of course, he does really good in his Facebook group of people connect with him, and that's his avenue, so that's what goes with it. But because my avenue is different, and people already connect with me, here's the thing with me. They don't even have to see the sales funnel to know that they want to do the business with me. Now think of how powerful that is. What does that mean? I could have a weak sales funnel, but if somebody's connected with me with 2 or 3 or 4 videos, I can make a sale from off of those without him even seeing the sales funnel. Where Frank, it would be the opposite. What they're going to connect with is here. So if he's doing paid advertising, and let's say the people don't connect with him, then the ratios could be less. Where what I do, I'm standing at the front door of my house with my hand out, welcoming people in. And I'm not knocking Frank. Please understand, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying different avenues create different ratios that create different things. Mine ain't better than his. His ain't, in my opinion, his ain't better than mine. It's up to the person what avenue they're going to pick. And I say it, and I've said it so many times. I don't care which avenue you pick. You pick what feels most comfortable to you. But do keep in mind, people join people. So if you take that out, then you're going to struggle, period. I don't care how you get out to people. So always keep that in the back of your mind on whatever avenue you do. Focus it one way of getting out to people. Master that one way, knowing you're not going to quit. And everything else is going to fall into place. And put the work in, even when the results aren't there right now. And that's going to make a big difference. All right, I'm going to end this video, y'all. I want y'all to know Frank's sales funnel. It's no different than any other ones that I've seen in the past. I know what I can do for you. All my 4 corners came from not me doing videos, but from fill-in spots that work really good. Almost all of my Udemy, which, y'all, just to let you know, if I'm a big fan of Udemy, that I went down here and put it in my own sales funnels for the last few, few years, because it's bringing people in. And and it works. I see the results. My downline would not still be purchasing on a regular basis if it didn't work. You see what I'm saying? Somebody's been there for 3 years. They're not going to be spending money for no reason. I just choose not to do paid advertising because everything I do, every step of the way, brands me, and that's my pick, my avenue. So you decide on what you want to do and what works best for you. Exitus Elite, y'all, big things around the corner. G100 to the G1000. I got just about a 20-to-1 ratio to people go all in the G1000. So literally every time someone comes in, basically I wind up making $1,000. That's what it amounts to. On top of that, all that's only going to be one package. I'm going to tell you that. I'm not going to say anything else, but we've got some things right around the corner. We're going to get brand new sales pages inside of Exitus Elite. We got something new that's coming. That's going to be really, really nice, y'all. And so if you really want to jump aboard this thing, 2019, between Frank, me, a lot of other people starting to do some paid advertising, we're about to make a tidal wave that you're going to be wanting to be sitting on. And this bad boy can go for a year or 2 years easy. I have no problem all of 2019 with me focusing at just Exitus Elite Power Lead Systems. And then, obviously having Udemy as one of my sources of getting paid sources, plus an answer for my downline, it becomes priceless. It just really does. Y'all, take the business seriously. If you know what Exitus Elite is and you wanted to know, is this the one to do for you? It's been around for almost going on 5 years now. I have never had a problem getting paid. You get to pick how you get paid. You get $1,000 paid immediately to you. They can't even get in until you get paid, and then you okay that you got paid. And of course, they want to get in as soon as possible so they can start making money. It's just beautiful. It's one of the smartest, some of the best emails you ever get in your life kind of business, and this is what you want. So go down below, y'all, and check out Frank's sales funnel. If you like to use that, great. If not, that's fine. If you're in Exitus Elite and you need a sales funnel, go through. I'd be tickled to death to help you. If you like to use my sales funnel, that's entirely up to you. Of course, I've got it convert and it does fine for me. I've got Power Lead Systems. I break everything down. This is like the #1 video at YouTube for Power Lead Systems is my presentation. It's been like that off and on majority of the last 2 years. This has got everything you need right here, y'all. Of course it works. Connect with me. If you need anything, just give me a call. My phone number's down below, and I'd be tickled to death to help you out, and I look forward to seeing y'all. Appreciate it.